Hey guys, so I wanted to hop on real quick and show you guys two hacks that I'm about to do, one of which is for convenience and the other one is for zero waste, and these are things that I happen to need to do anyway right now, so I figured I'd vlog about it. So the first thing I want to show you is taking off the labels and cleaning out the inside of old hand sanitizer bottles, like these little baby ones that you probably panic bought about a year ago, but that are so full of toxic chemicals. So I'm currently making the switch over to the Thieves hand sanitizer from Young Living, but I still had a bunch of these Bath & Body Works ones that I've been working through, but not wanting to be wasteful. What I've been doing is, as I'm using these up, I take the labels off of them and clean them out. And then this is what I use to put a little bit of carrier oil in to just throw in my purse, because you never know when you might need a carrier oil when you're out of the house and you don't want to be lugging around a whole 8 or 16 ounce bottle of it. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. So what you're going to need are your hand sanitizer bottle, some lemon essential oil, and one of these thingies. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I've been using it as a jar opener, and it also works for this. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is take off the label on both sides, and I just use a few drops of lemon oil neat to help me get it off. And see how it's literally just coming right off. And now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Yeah, this one's probably going to need a little bit more. Usually the back is a little bit tougher than the front, because the back usually has like the 2-part label, because that's the drug fact label. So it's a little bit of harder work to get it. But I got it. And now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use this, and I will warn you that when you do this, the lid will go flying several feet behind you and to the right. So that's why if there's anybody else in the kitchen as I'm doing this, I tell them to get out, because it's going to fly kind of towards the fridge. So you just stick this thing under. Just try to find the sweet spot. If it doesn't work the first time, you might need to do the other side or do it somewhere else on the bottle, but it does eventually work. Yep, that thing went flying and hit the wall. Got it. And now I'm going to take you guys over to the kitchen sink, and then what you want to do is put in a drop of dish soap. And I know this is normal dish soap. We've got plenty of this stuff to go through first. A little bit of water, and then just hold your finger over the opening. Should probably turn this light on. Oh, not working. And then you just shake it to get everything out. And you also want to make sure you clean the outside of the bottle, because you don't want essential oils lingering on plastic, because that could break it down. So I'm just going to use another drop of dish soap around the outside. And also rinse the inside of the cap, because that has a little bit of hand sanitizer recipe in there. And then you're just Gonna rinse out your hand sanitizer bottle until there's no soap left in there and it's just water. And then I'm just gonna put this in the dish drainer right next to me for however long it takes to dry. And then once it's dry, I can just put my carrier oil in there and pop a label sticker on, and then I'm good to go. And then the other hack that I wanted to show you guys involves combining my carrier oil with my essential oil. So if you guys watched my video about which Young Living products I use at work, you guys saw that as my hand cream substitute for non-toxic hand cream that's vegan and free of sweet almond oil because it's a nut-free facility. You guys saw that I use a little bit of the rose ointment plus a few drops of jojoba oil and 1 drop of Gentle Baby. And I'm not sure how good a job I did of explaining it in that video, but there are 2 reasons why I use Gentle Baby for this purpose at work. And the first reason is that the oils in this blend are really good for your skin. It's a blend of coriander, geranium, palmarosa, lavender, ylang-ylang, Roman chamomile, bergamot, lemon, jasmine, and rose. And your skin definitely needs whatever help it can get if you're washing your hands so much, because eventually your hands are just going to get really dry. And you guys saw my recipe for the hand soap that I've been using at work. That's the only one that lets me get through the entire day without my hands bleeding at least once during the day. But I do still sometimes find them a little bit dried and needing a little bit of help, especially after I've just cleaned surfaces with the cleaning supplies that are at work. So Gentle Baby is really good for that. And then the other part of this is that Gentle Baby also puts me in work mode. So when mothers use it, it like helps them bond with their babies. And I'm the one, well, not the only one, but I'm one of the people involved in taking care of young children. And I have found that using Gentle Baby like just really activates that in me. It really activates the maternal instincts. And excuse Josh coming in. It looks like he's trying to be sneaky, but he came into the frame anyway. It's okay, Josh. You don't have to hide.
Just trying to be quiet, that's all.
Well, it's okay. Just don't be disruptive.
Reasonable.
Yeah. So what I usually do is I'll do 2 drops of the jojoba oil and 1 drop of Gentle Baby, and I have about 1/3 of the Gentle Baby left. So just to save myself a step, since I'm basically diluting this in a 2-to-1 ratio, and I've already got 1/3 of the Gentle Baby left, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this jojoba oil and I'm going to top off the bottle with it and save myself a step throughout the next couple weeks at work. And then I'm just gonna pop this to dropper top back on, and then it's good to go. And now I can just use a little bit of this and 3 drops of this versus the 3 steps that I was doing before. So now I'm gonna cut up a few bell peppers. As you guys can see here, I've got 2 red and 2 yellow ones. So I thought these ones would be really good to just cut up in advance and put those in containers and have those ready to go to take in my work lunches. And I can just pair those with hummus because we have a huge tube of that in the fridge right now that we got for a really good deal at Lidl. Yeah. Lily came down just as we were finishing prepping our produce in the middle of the night. I guess you just want some attention. Yes, you do, little baby doggy.
Just giving you kisses.
So those 4 bell peppers made 2 of these. So there's just 1 each color in each of these big containers, and then on top of them, you can see I put in some hummus that I'm gonna dip these bell pepper slices in, and I didn't catch it on camera because I was uploading other footage to the cloud at the same time, but I made some like a French style potato salad. That's gonna be my lunch for the week. Well, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I made 3 of these, and I've got time to figure out Friday. And this is a mix of red and gold potatoes. You could use all one or the other, or a mix of both. I happen to have a mix of both, so that's what I did. A red onion, some scallion, and some fresh parsley, garlic, dill, black pepper, salt, red wine vinegar, and olive oil. It's really easy to throw together, as you guys can tell, and super healthy. No processed ingredients, like no mayo or anything like that. And I've done this so many times. It's pretty much a no-fail recipe for me. So there's that. And now I'm gonna take care of the dishes right here that we generated, which really isn't a whole lot, just not exactly excited to do it at 1 o'clock in the morning. But it's better than having to do it when I wake up tomorrow or today, depending on your guys' perspective. And don't worry guys, I'm not falling back into old habits of being awake past 4 in the morning, but my work day starts at 10:30 this week. And it's like a 5 to 10 minute walk to get there from where I live. So being on California time is working for the time being. Hey guys, so it's about 6:15 at night the next day, and I just got home from work and I changed and walked the dog, all that sort of stuff. And because it is so nice out, it got into the high 50s, low 60s today, and I do not want to waste any of this day. I thought I'd go for a little scenic drive, just because why not? I've got some time, and this weather is so amazing. I don't want to waste any of it. We did go outside a lot at work today, but I haven't had enough. I want a little bit more, so I'm just going to drive around with the windows down. I won't be able to get much moving footage because I'm by myself, and I'm not going to be holding my phone while I'm driving, but I will definitely stop sometimes, like if I see something good that I want to show you guys. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Hey guys, so I've been out driving for a little bit, and as you can see, it's getting kind of dark out. The camera is making it look lighter than it actually is, so it's definitely at the point where I have my headlights on. But one thing I really like about this scenic drive that I often do, which is on my way to and from church, is it's like this very open field. And I'll show you guys the other side. You guys will see some traffic. I pulled over into the grass on the side of the road. That way I could film because there were people behind me and I wanted to stay out of their way. So it's really open on both sides. And like this part very much reminds me of something special from my childhood, because my grandparents on my father's side of the family, they used to live out in the country. They moved back into the city in my late teen years, but they used to live out on the lake. And this drive that's on my way to and from church, like if I go a little bit out of my way and like take the scenic drive before or after church, it very much reminds me of driving through my grandparents' former neighborhood where they lived when I was a little girl. So I figured I'd show you that. I remember last time they came down to visit us, I took them on this drive, and they really liked it. They love scenic drives, being outside. I probably get it from them. So I'm gonna keep going and show you guys some more footage as I come upon other parts of this drive, and I'll also have to do it for you guys at some point during the day, and maybe then I can get somebody with me to help me film. And if you're wondering what the circle is, it's just part of the power line. So I'm gonna get going again. Hey guys, so I wanted to show you guys the river that I always drive past when I go on this scenic drive. Look, if you guys can see some lights, those are from the houses on the other side of the river, and then the lights on the bottom is their reflection off the water. You can't really see it because now it's getting dark. But I can faintly see the diving board there, or is that a dock for somebody's boat? I'll see if I can get a better clip on the other side of the street. Lily decided she wanted to go on a late night walk right after I got back from driving. So, well, not really a late night, it's about 7 o'clock, but it's officially dark out now. Gone are the days when it's dark at like 4:30, but it's still not totally summer yet. Lily girl! Let's see if we can get her face on camera, not just her rear end. Kitty dog! Oh. Looks like a really good shot there. We kinda did. Oh, there she is! So I wanted to pop on and show you guys a little life hack. So I just finished a green juice. I know the bottle says kombucha, but I refilled it with green juice when I batch prepped that the other day. And as you can see, it looks like it's going to be tough to get the inside all the way clean, but I've got a tool for that. Look over here at the brushes on the side of the sink, and if it looks like one of them is a toilet bowl brush, think again. Yes. This one looks like a toilet bowl brush, but it's actually called a bottle brush. Yes, that's exactly what it says on Grove Collaborative. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a little bit of dish soap and water on the inside of the bottle, and then you guys will see how this dish brush, I can't get it in there. But this one, it's kind of hard to do one-handed, so I'll set you guys down for a second. This one is intentionally designed so that even though it might be a little hard on some bottles like this one, you can get this one in there. It's just because this one is really narrow that this one's a little harder, but it does work really well on some other ones. And unlike the other one, I can actually get this one in. And the reason why this one's better is because otherwise you'd have to use bleach to get the inside of the bottle. That can be really hard to get without just scrubbing. And that's what my mom would have told me to do. But because I have the bottle brush that looks like a toilet bowl brush but isn't, I can avoid having to bleach the inside of these bottles. You not, guys? Look how clean this thing actually came with no bleach. Just dish soap, water, and that thing that looks like a toilet bowl brush.